Okay, so as you know, Mondays have become the core circuit day. So we're up for a core circuit this morning. The way it goes is 60 seconds on, 30 seconds rest in between each exercise. We've got just 3 exercises, but it's almost going to work like a every minute on the minute, I guess, in disguise. So the way it works is we're going to do elbows to hands and then wrap up the remainder of the minute with a plank. So elbows to hands is from a low plank or a plank on your elbows. You're going to try to keep everything as solid as possible, and we come up to a push-up position. All right, so that can be done from your toes. It can be done from your knees. All right, so there's a variation in there for everybody. And so then when you'll lead with your right hand 5 times, and then you'll lead with your left hand 5 times for a total of 10 up and down. And then when you get to the top of your last one or the bottom, I guess you can hold either in the push-up position or on your elbows. The remainder of that minute is going to be held in a plank. All right. So at the end of that, we're going to rest 30 seconds. And then we're going to do something similar. We're going to do 5 side bridge hinges. All right. And so that's on your elbow, from your elbow and your knee. So we're here, we reach your butt back and down and then come up and forward. All right. So we're going to do 5 and then you'll hold a plank for 30 seconds. And then we're just going to roll over and do it on the other side for a total of 60 seconds. You can do that plank hold from your knees or your feet, whichever one you feel like you get the most out of. So I'll talk us through that. And then finally, stationary crawl. So we're in that crawl position. Your knees are close to the ground, but not on the ground. Think of your back nice and flat like a tabletop. You're holding that position, and then we pick up opposites. All right, and on the last, you're going to do 10 total. 10 total. So you're just picking up 5 each side. And then when you finish that last one, you're going to hold the crawl position just like this. All right. So that's for the remainder of the 30 seconds. And then we rest 30 seconds. All right. So we've got 4 rounds of that, just 3 exercises really. So we're keeping it nice and simple, but will be pretty challenging this morning. So let's finish up with the roll. Let's take one more minute. Make sure you get up and down your back, particularly around your spine. So if you have a bumpy roller or a wavy roller, it's really good to go down each side of your spine here. So some of you guys have done the breathing reset where you kind of work your sternum to sort of wake up the nerves that for your diaphragm. The nerves for your core and that all kind of run down each side of your spine. So by kind of roughing those up, usually you need a partner for that one. And it kind of looks like somebody just puts their thumb right down your spine and just kind of scrubs. That's usually the wake up for ab stuff or core stuff. But unless you got a partner nearby, I don't know, Ted and Dale, maybe you guys could do it, but I'll show you that someday. All right, let's start off on your back. We're going to give one knee a hug, and the other leg's going to go out. You're going to try to touch the back of your knee to the floor. By really pulling your knee in tight. We're just trying to get nice and long here. Lots of length from the top of your head through your heel, your straight leg heel. Just getting as long as you can there. And good, let's switch sides. Probably get a hip flexor stretch out of it. If you're not getting a hip flexor stretch, pull your knee in a little bit tighter so it rolls your lower back onto the floor a little bit more. Tilts your hips back. That should pull your leg up off the floor a little bit. And good. Okay. If you got your foam roller nearby, it helps to have it. So you're going to take your top knee, put it on the foam roller, okay, just like we were going to open like that. A little bit different today. We're going to add a quad stretch to that. So your hand that's closer to the ceiling will grab your straight leg. All right, so you're grabbing your lower leg. And then from there, you're going to open, put your top hand, your free hand on top of your knee. And we open your chest up to the ceiling. You're getting a quad stretch on your lower leg, the leg that's on the floor. Your top leg is just resting on the roller. Relax your head down to the ground. You get a quad stretch, maybe a hip flexor stretch, a big rotation in your upper back. And good, relax. Let's go to the other side. Help you get it translated here. Top knee goes on the roller. Right, you're gonna take your hand, your free hand, the one that's closest to the ceiling, and grab the foot that's on the floor, or the leg that's on the floor. The other hand can rest on top of your knee just to keep it down on the roller. And then we open up. So we want to make sure too that we're not overdoing the stretch. We shouldn't feel the pinch or pressure in your low back. We're going to keep that knee forward. Your knee that's on the roller, don't let it roll back. You're almost going to push it forward. Keep that tailbone scooped under. And good. All right, let's come up to all fours, one leg out to the side. And we're just rocking forward and back. And let's switch sides. Taking those hips all the way forward like you're going to do a push-up. And sit all the way back towards your heel. From there, we'll go push-up position. Let's go 5 inchworms where you're walking your feet into your hands. I'm sorry, your hands into your feet. And on that last one, we'll go ahead and stand. And then to get moving, let's go clock lunge. So 3 times around the clock, you'll step forward. With one leg, take that same leg, step out to the side. Take that same leg, step behind you. We're just going to do 3 of them. So then we'll step forward with that same leg. We'll go 3 times around. Last one, stepping forward, out to the side. No, we're not really using our legs today, but it's a good measure just to mix some lunges in. And good. Okay. All right, we're good to go here. We're going to just be rolling around on the floor. No weights needed. While you guys find your spot, we're going to go in 20 seconds here as soon as I get the clock set. maybe a little longer than 20 seconds. Okay. All right, so if we're ready to go, let's grab a spot. We're gonna go elbows to hands. Remember, that can be done from the knees or from your feet, but you're gonna lead with your left for 5, lead with your right for 5, and then we end up in that high plank position or down in the low plank position. Okay, so getting started in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. We've got 1 minute to be in a plank. We're going up and down 10 times. I'll give the halfway mark, so if you want to hold in between, okay, you can do that. Okay, we're halfway, 30 seconds to go. Remember, at the end of this, you can hold in the up position or the down position. "15 seconds left. All right, 5 seconds, hold nice and strong. 3, 2, 1, and relax. You know, one thing I meant to go over before we get started with this is our plank position. Want to make sure our upper body position is really solid. So if you just kind of pull your shoulder blades down and back, okay, what would be like your perfect posture? We want to have that posture on the floor. 10 seconds left to rest. A lot of times you end up like this, hunched and pushed forward. Okay, but think of like your very best posture, just standing up or on its face. All right, side plank, here we go. And we're doing that side bridge hinge from the knee. So we reach your hips forward up into a side plank, back and down. So we do 5 of these. Then we hold, we got 10 seconds left on this side. We're gonna switch sides in 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and roll over. Coming up into that side bridge, and then we push your hips back. It's called a side bridge hinge because we're hinging at your hips. Spine should stay steady. 10 seconds left on this side. You can go straight legs here if you want. Once you get the hinge done, I don't recommend the hinge with straight legs. That'd be really, really tough. And relax, good. Okay, we take our 30 seconds and we're into the crawl position. All right, 5 seconds left to rest. In 2, 1, and here we go, stationary crawl. You don't have to lift up much, even if it's just taking some weight off of the opposites. You're gonna lift up 10 times and we'll find yourself in that crawl position. Remember, we want that good upper body posture, right? So we're not rounded up through your mid back. We should have good posture. We're halfway there. Might be helpful to spread those fingertips apart. 15 seconds left. So spread your fingers apart like you've got, or like you're stretching the webbing between your fingers. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, 30 seconds to rest. We're back up to the top. Round 1 is done. Got 3 rounds to go.
Brian, this may be a good moment for me to interject and say that I agree with you. This is challenging.
Yes, good. Well, I'm glad we're on the same page.
This is hard.
Hey, remember, yeah, for me, it's actually, I'm feeling more shoulders and shoulder blades. I'm focusing more on upper body posture, but Glad we're on the same page. All right, let's go. I think you're just trying to get me to talk so we don't have to do the circuit or the interval. All right, elbows to hands. And we're already 15 seconds in. So if you were taking a second to grab an extra sip of coffee, it would be time to get going now. "25 seconds left. Keeping that tailbone tucked. Think about that great upper body posture. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Yeah, lots of time on the hands here. But you'll notice that a majority of our core work that we do is with the arms or hands loaded in some way. So true core stuff is when you're transferring power from your lower body to your upper body. 5 seconds left to rest. 3, 2, 1, and go. So that's where something like a crunch or a sit-up doesn't really count as core work for us. Spine bending aside, it doesn't really connect the upper body and lower body at all. 5 seconds left on this side. 2, 1, and roll it over. "15 seconds left. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Yeah, the core circuits are nice because I know my legs aren't going to be sore or tired or anything like that, but this one's hard. You can talk to Evan. Feel free to comment on his Evan Smith PT page. All right. 3 seconds left. We're going to that crawl position. 2, 1, and here we go. You can picture that back nice and flat like a tabletop. Picking up opposites. After you do your 10, you find a comfortable place to hold, although there's not many places to hide in this position. 30 seconds left. Think of those shoulder blades pulled back and down nice and strong into your back. You're kind of spreading them wide without rounding your back or rounding over. 15 seconds left. You can also think about sort of screwing your arms or your hands into the floor to get a little extra stability. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. All right, well, the good news is we're halfway there. Put half of this workout behind us. All right, back up to the plank position or the elbows to hands, the plank. In 3 seconds, 2, 1, and here we go. Keeping everything locked up in the middle. The more tired you get, the more you'll find your hips swaying from side to side. Remember, we can go knees down here at any point. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. 5, 2, 1, and rest. Side planks are next. If you haven't been alternating sides for the side plank start, do that. Go in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Reason is there's always that few seconds that it takes to switch sides. So we don't want your left side to get cheated out of a few seconds each time. Okay, 10 seconds left on this side, then we're rolling over. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Coming up into that perfect side plank, nice straight line from your knees through your hips, through your shoulders, through your ears. Ten seconds left on this side. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Finishing up round 3 with the crawl position. Then we're into our final round. If anybody needs any modifications and it's not just going to your knees, let me know. Get it figured out. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and here we go, crawl position. One way you can change this up as you go is to play with the width of your hands. So you can try bringing them in close. You can try pushing them out wide. If your hands are wide, then you can try it with your feet narrow. I don't recommend with narrow hands and narrow feet. 20 seconds left. Holding that good posture. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. Well, last time through this, just 3 minutes of real work left. Again, resetting that posture. We got 10 seconds till we're back to the top. Resetting that posture as you're down on the floor. Then try to take that perfect posture right to the push-up position. In 2, 1, and here we go. Last time. Thirty seconds left. Again, you can play with the width of your hands here. Whatever position you're in, try to spread your fingertips. Rotate those arms into the ground. 10 seconds left. Keep that head pulled away from the floor. 5, 2, 1, and rest. All right, well, we're done with those. Again, every time you come up off the floor, let's reset that posture. Think of it as kind of like standing at attention. Shoulder blades are back and down. And we're gonna take that same posture into the side plank in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So we do our 5 and then we'll hold. Ten seconds left on this side. You can go straight legs too if you need to. Taking that knee off the floor. And let's switch sides. You're using your bottom leg to control when your hip goes to the floor. We should be nice and strong with that lower hip. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. You got 20 seconds to get yourself psyched up for the last crawl position. Ten seconds left. Okay, last 60 seconds of work here, guys. Stick with it. Keep that posture nice and strong. In 2, 1, and here we go. Try not to let your hips creep up. If you think of it, if you had a marble rolling right in the middle of your spine, right down your spine, you want to keep that marble balanced right in the middle of your body. So don't push your hips up so it rolls towards your head. I'm going to keep that marble balanced. 15 seconds left. 10 seconds. Staying strong, knees just off the ground. Head away from the floor. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we'll take our 20 seconds just to chill out. Get our breath back a little bit. Okay. Hopefully you guys are sufficiently cashed after that one. For me, I think the toughest part was just upper body. Shoulders, shoulder blades, just really focusing on keeping that good upper body posture, even while you're in that plank position or on your elbows. So before you take off today, make sure you're sort of resetting that posture. Shoulder blades are down and back as you stand. Get as tall as you can. Okay, top of your head up towards the ceiling. And we start the day with that good posture. Great. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Great group this morning. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Brian.
You got it.
Thanks, Brian.
Enjoy your ab soreness.